Afadzato South District is one of the newly created districts in the Volta Region of Ghana, carved out of the Hohwe Municipality. Afadzato South District is the enclave with the most concentrated natural tourist sites in Ghana. Lawyer Wisdom Semanu Seniadza is the district chief executive. Join me as we find out who he is and his intentions for the new district.
The name is Wisdom Semanu Seniadza, Esquire. That is supposed to be that I'm a lawyer by profession. I was born some 50 odd years ago to Michael Seniadza from Kolum, which also, thank you, is by his grace, who also hails from this district, and my mom, Peace Yawada, who also hails from the same district, Lake Legacy, to be specific. I grew up with my father, who is no more. He passed some 13 years ago. And then he was a teacher. And as you would know, teachers go with their kids wherever they are transferred. So I followed him through his journey as a teacher from Kolum within my district here. We moved all the way to Amfega and Vako. I also had a stint of my primary school with my uncle, Dr. T.K. Seniadza of blessed memory in Tamale, where I happened to attend Bagbaga Primary School and eventually also ended up in Tamale Secondary School, now Tamale Senior High Secondary School. And I had my first form education in Takwa Secondary School, after which, those days you have to do national service. So on completion of national service, I had to do some people teachings for a couple of years before I entered the university, and in 1990 thereabout. So I completed successfully in 1993. And since then, I have had the privilege of doing my national service thereafter, the National Sports Council, and I was specifically assigned to Ghana Football Association, where I served in many capacities. And after some time, I noticed that I was actually carved out for adventure in the business world. So I quickly changed jobs. I left the ministry and got a place with Meridian Tobacco, where I sharpened my skills as a salesperson. And from there, I moved on to do poly products, so poly tanks and poly sacks and all the poly products, poly crafts you can think of. After 1.5 years, I think somewhere in 1998 thereabout, I moved to Accra Brewery, where I was assistant promotions manager, and rose to become a regional sales manager. After 2 years, I thought I needed to expand my frontiers in education and to have a profession. I read history and religions in university. At this time, I decided to move into law. Law was something that was really appealing to me at the time. So in 2000...
Law has never really been something.
Law has always been a dream for me, and I saw all lawyers as people living my dream. So I thought the time had come fully to take full advantage. So in 2001, 2002, I had to enroll to do my degree in law. That would have become my first degree. And after that, I moved on to do the BL, the professional law at Makola. And I successfully completed and was called to the bar in 2005, 6 thereabout. And then I had been practicing as a lawyer and had moved from Better Law Consult, where I was a junior, and served under some very good seniors. And finally, after 3 years, I thought it was good to go to do it all by myself. So I got involved in my own law firm. So I had been doing private practice for 10 years thereabout before I decided to change course. Vice Consul, Accra. Yeah, so I decided to do politics thereafter. And all the political parties in Ghana, the NPP appealed to me by practice, by inclination, and by all the motivations you can think about. So I jumped into that vote, which I'm very happy about. And I was a flag bearer for the district or the constituency, and ended up with the last elections, where I must admit I was fairly and squarely beaten at the polls, and by my opponent in the MDCE. And good for us, my party came to power, and His Excellency the President felt that I was probably some good tools he could use to help the cause of the people within my district. So he beckoned me and said, look, come help me, serve your people. I thought it was a rare privilege, but it was a dream for the president to beckon me to come and do this. So I took it, and I was confirmed sometime this year in May by the Assembly. And I became the second district chief executive. Because this is fairly a new district. We were carved out of the Hohwe district in 2012.
As a district chief executive of a district that is a stronghold of the MDC, how hectic has it been working with the constituents?
Well, that's a very interesting question. And I came here with a very open mind. And I know that my success would depend on how I would be able to persuade a lot of people to see what I see and the kind of vision I think the district deserves. So I came here without an excess baggage of prejudice. So I have been working here, and I think my staff have the full complement, and I think they appear to be very comfortable with my style. And I'm also privileged to say that I have a very strong backing from them. Now,
both from the NPP and the NDC?
Both. After the assembly, it's supposed to be very neutral. So even if you dissect them, it might be difficult to know where their political coloring is. But from my own party, I think that they have been supportive. But I know that your political opponents, the ones who play volley with you because you know the rules. But your own political party may not have any rules. If they want to hurt you, they hurt you real bad. So we have a lot of internal troubles in any political party, but it is our ability to surmount them. They all cannot see from the same lens. So I think we are pushing on fine, and I'm believing that the NPP constituents here are happy that they have me as their leader. And I'm privileged, believing that I have people behind me who are not just behind me, but they're actually following me. So I think I'm in good company.
As an individual, before you become the district chief executive of the Afadzato South District, how many lives have you touched? What difference have you made in your district?
In my district, because I grew up here, I'm a local boy. And you cannot pretend not to know about the sufferings of your people. So if you are privileged, like I consider myself to be, you certainly have to touch lives in that way. Well, as a lawyer, I try to do a lot of cases for the community. Cases that involve chiefs, cases that involve other traditional areas that would have exploded into open conflict. I stepped in as a lawyer to guide their energy to resolve many of those things. Um, some some 8 years ago, and I'm sure my people are grateful for that. And sometimes they have even personal issues in court. I have to travel all the way from Accra, come and do the cases for them, and I drive back. I think those are areas that I would say that I've contributed to touch lives. In terms of education, my contribution at the time wouldn't be said to be covering the whole district, but the pool would come from your own traditional areas because they know you. So I am sure that if we talk about the Veil Literacy Festival, which is coming up in 2 weeks' time, I had contributed in the past. I think the community recognizes my effort. So from 2014, 2015, and 2016, I was privileged to chair that festival, which is a festival involving all the 8 towns of the district. And my paramount chief calls me his son. I think that those merit, these are things that I can mention quickly. And if you go to Veil Secondary School, which is one of the 6 senior high schools in the district, there is a house called Seniadza House, named after my father. I cannot pretend not to know they are there. They carry my name too. So I do not hesitate to make a few donations here and there, computers and stuff like that. So I think largely I've been playing the role that is desired of me.
So it's significant that the Afadzato South District has been recognized, I think 11 times, as the national, in terms of the tourism industry, in the national level.
Okay.
What are you doing as the second district chief executive of the district? What are you doing to promote and advertise the tourist sites in the district? With the district being the most endowed tourism enclave in Ghana.
Yes, potentially endowed. Yes. I would say that when you come to Ghana from outside of Ghana through the airspace, when you hit the Kutuka airport, Afadzato hits you first because it's one of the major landmarks. If you take that brochure there, it tells about Afadzato. So what contribution are we making, or am I making, or am I leading, or directing as a second district chief executive of this wonderful district? Well, I must say that my vision for the district does not fall outside the president's vision for the country at all. Luckily for us, the president has chosen a lot of areas, which areas are dear to this district. And recently, we know that the president has chosen 3 regions: Central Region, Western Region, and the Volta Region as a place, should be a place of choice with an iconic tourist attraction that must be developed. So, what am I doing? I've had a few meetings with the Minister for Tourism, the Deputy Minister for Tourism, who also happens to be my schoolmate in the university. We've been having a lot of wonderful ideas. We are packaging some projects that we would refer to as icon projects for tourism in the Volta region. So we are not joking. All we are saying is that once we have the infrastructure, the roads moving to the places, the rest of what we'll be craving for would come. So we are packaging some of them, like the Snake Village, for example, in Suba. Looking for sponsorship for them. We have the Kente weaving at the Tafi, we say is there, and that's a tourist attraction. If you go there and check, a lot of foreigners come to ride, we come to see it, but we need direction, need attention, so that people will know that we are, on course. So tourism is one area that is dear to my heart. I am doing everything to lead us into prosperity through tourism. Okay. Aside the tourist attractions within the region, what you call Afadzato South District, we are determined to make an impact in terms of job creation. So we are determined to do a crop call cycle, and we have some investors coming in. It will interest you to know that we have a private industry that does flour at Agate. Yeah, so we are trying to use that to ride on the back of one district, one factory. So he has submitted proposals to us, and as Assembly we have been able to get some investors, and we are touching down from the UK on Sunday at night. By Monday they will be here, so that we showcase to them areas of interest that they would want to invest. And I believe they are so serious. So these are areas we want to expand. Once there are jobs, it helps tourism as well. It will be leveraging on our forward march as a people. So these are some of the areas I want the rest of the world to pay attention to. Once we start rolling them out, I'm sure we would come back and say, what happened since we had this interview? Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. It's been wonderful speaking with Lawyer Seniadza, our Honorable District Chief Executive of the Afadzato South District. I'm sure most of you have heard about him, but you've never really had the chance to look at who he really is or even hear his story. I think this story has gone a long way to touch many lives and to still do a lot of good to Voltarians.